Have you ever felt that strange magnetic pull towards someone, but you couldn't explain why? That moment when your eyes meet across a room and something shifts, the air changes, your heartbeat quickens, and suddenly the world narrows to just the two of you. It's not imagination, it's not wishful thinking, it's chemistry, real biological chemistry happening inside your brain. But here's the question that keeps you up at night. Do they feel it too? We've all been there, replaying conversations in our minds at 2 a.m., analyzing every smile, every pause, every accidental touch. Was that glance intentional, or am I reading too much into it? The uncertainty is exhausting, because when you like someone, every interaction becomes a puzzle you're desperate to solve. You're searching for proof, for certainty, for permission to believe what you're feeling might be mutual. And the longer you wait in that liminal space between knowing and not knowing, the more doubt creeps in. Maybe I'm imagining this. Maybe I'm alone in this feeling. But what if you're not? The truth is, mutual attraction leaves breadcrumbs, invisible to most people, but undeniable once you know what to look for. In this video, we'll explore the real psychology of mutual attraction through 4 unmistakable signs, patterns backed by neuroscience, behavioral psychology, and what I call the language beneath language. These aren't games. They're not manipulation tactics. They're honest, human responses that happen when two nervous systems recognize each other. When two people unconsciously say, I see you, and I want to be closer. So let's decode the mystery. Let's turn confusion into clarity. Sign number 1. You notice them noticing you. Not once, not accidentally, but repeatedly. You look up and they're already looking. When you catch them, they don't look away in embarrassment. They hold your gaze for just a second longer than necessary. Then they smile, soft, almost shy. And here's the key, it goes both ways. You find yourself stealing glances when you think they're not paying attention. But they are. They always are. It feels electric. That 3-second eye contact sends a rush through your entire body. Your stomach flips, your skin tingles. There's science behind this. When two people make sustained eye contact, their brains release a cascade of chemicals, primarily dopamine and oxytocin. Dopamine is your reward chemical. It's saying, this feels good, do this again. Oxytocin is your bonding hormone, the same chemical released during intimate moments, hugging, holding hands, deep connection. But here's what makes mutual eye contact so powerful. It synchronizes your nervous systems. Research from the University of Exeter found that when two people gaze at each other, their heart rates and breathing patterns begin to align. Literally. Your bodies are having a conversation your words haven't started yet. This is called limbic resonance, when two emotional centers recognize each other and start to mirror. So when you catch them watching you, and you feel that magnetic pull, trust it. That's not your insecurity talking. That's not overthinking. That's your brain recognizing safety, interest, and possibility. And if they keep looking back, that's their brain saying the same thing. Sign number 2, when bodies speak louder than words. Notice where their body points when you're together. Not just their face, their entire body. In group settings, their torso angles toward you. Even when they're talking to someone else, their feet point in your direction. When you speak, they lean in. Closer than necessary. They find excuses to shrink the physical distance, reaching past you for something, standing just inside your personal space, letting their arm rest near yours on a table. And you do the same. Without thinking, you mirror their movements. They tilt their head. You tilt yours. They lean forward. So do you. It feels like gravity, like your body has a mind of its own, pulling toward them despite your conscious efforts to play it cool. There's a strange comfort in their proximity, even when it makes you nervous. This is proxemics, the study of personal space and physical distance. We have invisible boundaries around our bodies, zones that we only allow certain people to enter. The intimate zone, within 18 inches, is reserved for people we trust deeply. Lovers, family, close friends. When someone lets you into that space voluntarily and repeatedly, they're giving you access. But mutual attraction takes it further. Orientation. Studies in nonverbal communication show that we subconsciously orient our bodies toward people we're interested in. It's called postural echo or isopraxism, and it happens below the level of conscious thought. Your anterior cingulate cortex, the part of your brain responsible for emotional regulation, drives you to mirror people you feel connected to. It's your body saying, I'm with you. We're on the same wavelength. So when you notice them leaning in and you catch yourself doing the same, that's not coincidence. That's two nervous systems negotiating closeness, testing boundaries, saying yes without words. And the fact that neither of you pulls away, that's the answer you've been searching for. Sign number 3. When silence isn't awkward, your conversations feel different. Time disappears. You can talk for hours about nothing and everything. And somehow you never run out of things to say. But here's the real sign: the silences. Most people fear silence. It feels like failure, like something's wrong. But with them, silence is comfortable, natural. You can sit together without speaking, and it doesn't feel empty. It feels full. And when you do talk, there's rhythm. They finish your sentences, you laugh at the same moments, ideas flow back and forth like a conversation you've been having your whole life. It feels like coming home, like your mind finally found someone who speaks its language. There's ease, relief, the exhausting performance of being interesting just falls away. This is called conversational synchrony, and it's one of the most reliable indicators of mutual connection. Research from Princeton University used fMRI scans to study brain activity during conversations. What they found was remarkable. When two people are genuinely connected, their brain patterns begin to mirror each other. The listener's brain activity starts to predict the speaker's brain activity, sometimes even before words are spoken. This neural coupling is enhanced by shared attention, emotional resonance, and mutual understanding. And here's the chemical component: serotonin and endorphins. When conversation flows easily, your brain rewards you with feel-good chemicals. It's reinforcing the bond, telling you, this person is safe, this person gets you. Comfortable silence takes it even deeper. Silence with someone you're attracted to and without anxiety signals profound nervous system regulation. Your amygdala, which normally screams danger during social uncertainty, stays quiet. You're not performing. You're not defending. You're just being. So when hours feel like minutes and silence feels like peace, that's not common. That's rare. That's the kind of connection most people spend their whole lives searching for. And if they're giving you their time, their attention, their unfiltered self, they feel it too. Sign number 4. When they memorize your world. They remember things you don't remember telling them. That offhand comment you made 3 weeks ago about your favorite season, they bring it up. Your coffee order, the name of your childhood pet, the book you mentioned wanting to read. They notice changes, a new haircut, a different perfume, the fact that you seem quieter than usual. And here's the crucial part: you remember their details too. Not because you're trying to, but because everything about them feels important. It feels like being seen, like someone finally looked at you, really looked, and decided you were worth remembering. There's tenderness in it, a quiet intimacy that doesn't need grand gestures. This is where attention becomes evidence. The human brain processes thousands of pieces of information every day, but we only store what matters. Memory formation is not passive. It's deeply connected to emotional significance. When you're attracted to someone, your hippocampus, your memory center, works overtime. Every detail about them gets flagged as important, but it's a two-way street. If they're remembering your details, their brain has classified you as significant. They're encoding information about you because their subconscious has decided this person matters. Pay attention. Neuroscientist Lisa Feldman Barrett calls this affective forecasting, your brain preparing for a future where this person plays a meaningful role. And there's another layer. Remembering details requires presence. They're not distracted when you're together. They're not mentally elsewhere. They're fully tuned in. Because when you like someone, every word they say feels like a clue, a piece of a puzzle you're trying to complete. So when they bring up something small you mentioned in passing, when they ask how that thing you were worried about turned out, that's not politeness, that's investment. That's their mind saying, your world matters to me. I want to know it. I want to be part of it. And if you're doing the same, cataloging their laughter, their stories, their dreams, you already know what that means. Mutual attraction isn't mysterious once you understand the language. It's written in glances that linger, in bodies that lean toward each other like magnets, in conversations that feel like exhaling, in details remembered like prayers. And here's the beautiful part. You don't have to overthink it anymore. You don't have to torture yourself with questions, because attraction announces itself, not loudly, but consistently. And when it's mutual, the signs don't appear once. They appear again and again, building into a pattern you can't ignore. So trust what you've been feeling. Trust the chemistry, the synchronicity, the quiet certainty beneath all that doubt. Because when you can see the signs clearly, you stop moving through relationships in confusion. You move with clarity, with confidence, and most importantly, with the knowledge that what you're feeling isn't one-sided. It never was. If this video helped you see your situation with new eyes, I'd love for you to subscribe. This channel is dedicated to exploring the hidden psychology behind our deepest emotions, the science of why we feel, and what it all means. Drop a comment below and tell me, which sign resonated most with you? I read every single one. Until next time, trust yourself, trust the signs, and remember, clarity is power.